Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here, continuing to cook up this NBA action. Y'all know we do it on the jam session. We cook up every single game, every single day. We all know what yesterday was, man. It was Thanksgiving. Of course, I was outside just like many of you were. I didn't have time to do the graphics. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. I'm still here to cook up every single game, and we're going to try to smash it per usual. In-season tournament day. Hey, I appreciate each and every one of you guys watching this video. If you appreciate the content that I do, smash that like button for your guy, man. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, if you're rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Twitter all day long. There's a link for that in the description below. And of course, I got premium plays over at the site. There was no NBA yesterday. Last time we had the NBA, we cashed another NBA play of the day. We are now 11-2-2. Last 15 on our NBA play of the day. 11-2-2 last 15. Hey, that's 2 losses in 1 week. In 2 weeks. It's only 2 losses in 2 weeks. Seeing the board extremely well. Trying to keep that momentum rolling forward. If you want that play, scoop it up over at Pickdawgz Premium. And of course, I got multiple plays over there. It's a huge day of sports, college hoops, college football, NBA. We got an NFL game today. It's one of those days, man. I'm glad to be talking here with my guys. Hey, so no graphics, and I'm going to shoot this in one take. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right into today's NBA action. First game up, early start time. We got the Celtics and the Magic. Boston laying 4.5 points on Orlando, in Orlando. Short, sweet, simple. I like the Magic plus the points in this one. We cannot fade the Magic. The Magic are balling. They're currently the #1 ATS team in the NBA, and they've given us no reason to doubt these boys. They've also beaten the Celtics in back-to-back meetings. So they kind of have the Celtics number. They're at home where they continue to hoop. And I still feel like the perception of the Magic is they're like the team from last year, and they're not. They're 10-5. One of the best ATS teams in the NBA, and they're home dogs. This is spots we love with the Magic, and we just got to be here. Jaylen Brown, game time decision for the Celtics. Drew Holiday, also game time decision. I think that's huge for Boston. I don't trust these boys laying points on the road. Short, sweet, simple is what it boils down to. When we go look at what Boston has done on the road recently, it hasn't been pretty. This is going to be their 5th road game in their last 6 games. Lost to Charlotte last time we seen them on the road. L 121-118 in OT. Barely beat the worst team in the NBA, Memphis Grizzlies, 102-100. Barely beat the Toronto Raptors, 108-105. They did beat Philly comfortably, 117-107. Hey, I'm not laying it here with Boston on the road. They've been, terrible on the road for most of the season, ATS-wise. The Magic are balling right now, one of the best ATS teams in the NBA. They respect coin, and I'm going to continue to respect them. I like the Magic here. First game of the day, I think they are a live dog in that one. They got a legitimate chance to win that game outright. Next game up, we got the Grizzlies and the Suns. Grizzlies at the crib. Phoenix coming in. I just told you guys I think Memphis is the worst team in the NBA. Desmond Bane also currently banged up. Straight fade. We're fading these boys. We're taking Phoenix. We're laying the wood on the road. I usually don't like laying huge numbers with okay teams on the road, but Phoenix has started to hoop, and this is a meaningful game for them in-season tournament-wise. They're not going to win their division, so that means they need one of those wild cards, and in order to get that, man, their point differential has to exceed the other 2 second seeds in their conference. So, all in all, they got to come out here and blow out the Memphis Grizzlies if they want to make the in-season tournament. And I think that's very likely to happen. I see this as a 10, 15-plus point win for Phoenix. Memphis, they usually play their best basketball at home, but, hey, man, this team is reeling right now. I told you guys they were going to be a straight fade all season, and I've been correct, and we're going to continue to fade them boys. We're taking Phoenix in a slight motivation spot to go in here and blow out Memphis. Next game up, we got the Knicks and the Heat. It's a tough game. I'm not laying 5.5 with the Knicks at home, though. I'm going to take the red-hot Miami Heat, man. I'm not totally in love with it, but that's the way I like. This is going to be their 5th road game in their last 6 games, but they've been actually hooping out there. Beat Charlotte, 111-105. Blew the doors off of Brooklyn at home, 122-115. Well, not blew the doors off, but they did beat them. They lost to Chicago out on the road. Then they turned around and blew them out 118-100, and then blew out Cleveland as well, 129-96. The Knicks, they're coming off a significant road stand. They just played 5 straight road games. Now they're back at the crib. I usually don't like that very first game back at home. I don't know. I'm not totally in love with this game. You guys know I don't love betting the Heat very often. This line does look kind of weird with the Knicks favored by 5.5, but I'm not landing with them. I know that for sure. So a small lean towards Miami. They're playing well right now. They're on the road. They're not at home. When we bet Miami, it's on the road. And they're a dog here. Like, this is one of the best spots, in my opinion, to bet Miami. I don't know if I'm gonna officially get there today, but if I were to bet this game, Miami would be the play. Next up, we got the Bulls and the Raptors, a pick between two evils, man. You guys all know I hate both of these teams. Both teams are on the do not bet list. It's Raptors money line in a parlay or something like that. I'm not taking the Bulls plus the points. The Bulls are coming off of, they just played 4 of their last 5 at home and were straight ass there. They got beat back-to-back games by Orlando. They did beat Miami, but then turned around and got smacked by Miami in a revenge spot, 118-100. Then they went out on the road and got their doors blown off by the Thunder Buddies. This team, as I continue to say, is on the cusp of a huge breakup. It's just a matter of when. Levine won't be here at the trade deadline. I'll be surprised if DeRozan and Caruso are as well. Toronto, where do they play their best basketball? At home, up there in Toronto, where they got a whole country behind them. Chicago did win the first meeting this year between these two teams. That game was in Chicago. They won that game 104-103. That was a crazy game. I low-key remember that game. It was a crazy game. The Bulls had no business winning that game. I think Caruso had a game winner in that game. Raptors in a revenge spot at home going up against a reeling Chicago Bulls team. Toronto is the play. Y'all guys know I hate laying points with bad teams, and I think that's exactly what we're doing with Toronto. They should win this game. They should win this game. If you're a money line parlay type guy, I think you're pretty safe with having the Toronto Raptors money line in there. They should win this game. The Bulls are a straight fade. We're going to continue to fade them. We're getting Toronto at home in a motivation spot against a team that they lost to earlier in the season and who's playing like straight trash right now. The play in this game is Toronto. I don't know if I'm going to bet it, though. Them boys is terrible. Next game up, man, we got the Pacers and the Pistons. I've been on the wrong side of the Pacers back-to-back games. I had the Hawks in their game against Atlanta, and then I had them against Toronto. I haven't really liked what I've seen from Indiana. They're definitely the better team here, and they most definitely can run the Detroit Pistons right out of the gym, especially when we've seen from what the Pistons have done on the road recently. They lost 119-108 to Chicago out on the road. Cleveland beat them 108-100. And then Toronto took them boys way behind the woodshed, 142-113. I believe the Pacers have yet to not cover in back-to-back games. So basically they're a cover, don't cover type team. It's Pacers or nothing for me here, man. If they come out here playing Pacer-style basketball, they should win this game by 10 to 12 points, run these boys at the gym, just offensively too much for the Detroit Pistons. Am I absolutely in love with laying 7.5 in this spot? No, I'm not. The Pacers already have their division locked up in the in-season tournament. They're already in. So, it's not a whole lot of reason for them to come out here and go balls to the wall and blow out the Pistons. They're very capable of doing so. I lean that direction, but it's just a lean at best. Pacers, Pistons. Next game up, we got the Nuggets and the Rockets. Nuggets laying 3.5 on Houston. The play in this game is the Houston Rockets, fellas. We've already seen the Houston Rockets beat them once this season in Houston. Final score in that game was 107-104, and I think they do it again. The Nuggets, they go stupid, dummy, crazy at home in that elevation at the crib. We all know that. We love taking the chicken nuggets at home. They go stupid, dummy, crazy out there. On the road, they're straight ass. Let's just call a spade a spade. This is going to be their 5th straight road game, and this road trip that they've been on, they've been struggling mightily. Lost to the Pelicans 115-110, got their doors blown off by Cleveland 121-109, barely beat the Pistons 107-103, and then just lost to the Magic in their last one, 124-119. They really struggle on the road. They're missing their point guard who kind of sets things up and is able to calm things down on the road. This is a team that knows that they're a postseason type team. They're going to make the postseason, and then they're going to have to do their damage then. I just haven't seen that same emphasis on the road that we usually see from them at home. And for that reason, I'm going to take the Rockets again, plus a 3.5. And I think they're a live dog again. We've already seen them beat Denver in Houston. What have we seen from Houston in Houston, man? These boys have been absolutely hooping. Just blew the doors off of Memphis, 111-91. Last time we seen them at the crib, it was against the Denver Chicken Nuggets, 107-104. Beat the Pelicans, 104-101. Beat the Lake Show, 128-94. Beat the Kings, 122-97. Beat the Kings the game before that, 107-89. Blew the doors off of Charlotte, 128-119. The Houston Rockets at home this season have been hoping. The Denver Nuggets on the road have been straight ass. I'm not overcomplicating this one, man. Houston's already beat them once in Houston. I really think they do it again. I'm going to take the Rockets plus the points and money line in that one. Next game up, we got the Wizards out on the road facing Milwaukee. I'm not betting this game. If I were to, I would grab the points with the Wizards. It's disgusting, I know. We just saw these two teams play the other day in Washington, and Milwaukee did win that game 142-129. But I'm not laying double digits with Milwaukee. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it. If you want to do it, go ahead. Me personally, I'm not doing it. Do I want to catch the falling knife with Washington? I'm not overly in love with doing that because they have been terrible down this stretch as well. But in a small, probably the smallest lean of the day, I lean towards the Washington Wizards in that one. I can guarantee you that all the money is going to be on the Bucks. Same kind of like in that last game. I think all the money is going to be on Denver in a bounce back spot. But, hey, I'm still going to be on Houston. And if I were betting this one, I would be on Washington. Next game up, we got the T-Wolves out on the road facing the Kings. T-Wolves laying 4.5 points on the Kings, man. T-Wolves, what are they, undefeated at home? They've been balling at home. And I continuously fade them. And I've lost more money betting against the Timberwolves than any other team thus far this season. But I don't care. I'm going to continuously fade the Timberwolves. I'm taking the Sacramento Kings plus the points. I think they're a live dog in this game as well. The Kings, let's not forget, man, they're the best road ATS team in the NBA. At least that's what they were last year, and they were showing those same tendencies up until their last two road games. They did lose to the Pelicans in back-to-back games. We were on the Pelicans in both those games. It was a great spot for New Orleans. It was like their 7th straight home game. They were really comfortable at the crib. Hey, don't overcomplicate it. I think the Kings, this is a bounce-back spot for them. I think they go in here and beat the Timberwolves. I do. Timberwolves hooping, though. We got to give him credit. I like what Anthony Edwards is doing. Rudy Gobert has kind of taken a step forward this season. Cat has assumed his position as the second option on this team. Yeah, but you guys know they're the house of disappointment, and I love fading them, and I'm going to continue to fade them. I'm taking the Kings. You're going to give me the best road ATS team as a dog here. Sign me up. Give me the Sacramento plus the points in that one. Next up, we got the Warriors and the Spurs. Golden State laying double digits. We're taking the Spurs in this one. How can we lay double digits with the Golden State Warriors? We can't. They're coming off a pretty significant homestand. They did beat the Rockets 121-116. But other than that, man, they were straight ass at home. They've been terrible at home all season. Oklahoma City beat them in back-to-back games. Minnesota beat them in back-to-back games. This was all at home. The Warriors, they've done their best hooping thus far this season out on the road, at home, and it hasn't been pretty. I hate the stretch of basketball they're in. They've lost 4 of their last 5. Hey, I know the Spurs are terrible. I know they're terrible. And they're coming off a decent homestand. They just played 4 straight home games, and it really wasn't pretty. Got lost to Sacramento 129-120, lost to Memphis 120-108, and then lost back-to-back to the Clips. But kind of like I said with the Milwaukee Bucks, I'm just not laying double digits with teams that we know they're good, but they are not playing to that level yet. And I'm not trying to jump the gun and do it. So the Warriors have shown me nothing to warrant laying 10 points. I'm not going to do it. Small lean in that one to the San Antonio Spurs. Last game on the board, we got the Clippers laying 5.5 on the Pelicans. I'm taking the Pelicans in this one. The Pelicans are really hooping. Only thing that makes me nervous is they're coming off of a significant homestand. They just play, 7 straight games at home. Now they're finally out on the road. Thing is, they looked really good in that homestand. Beat Dallas, beat the Nuggets. Should have beat Minnesota, man. They should have beat Minnesota and went undefeated in that homestand. And then turn around and beat Sacramento in back-to-back games. Short, sweet, simple. We're back to fading the Clippers. I know they finally gotten on the board. They beat Houston and San Antonio back-to-back, but I'm thoroughly not that surprised. San Antonio is garbage right now. So, just because you won and covered against San Antonio is not enough for me to whoop-de-doo and lay points with you on a legitimate, decent team in the New Orleans Pelicans. Theme for today, I think the Pelicans are a live dog here in this game. I'm going to take the Pelicans plus the 5.5. I'm also going to sprinkle some on the money line. And that's going to conclude all 10 games today in the in-season tournament. I just cooked them up all for you guys right here, right now. We got a decent card tomorrow in the NBA. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. I'll be back tomorrow. I should be back with the regular schedule programming with the graphics and all that. And we know yesterday was Thanksgiving. I was busy. Couldn't do the graphics today, but I just cooked them up for you guys right here, right now. Hopefully we make some money tonight and we smash it per usual. Hey, premium plays are over at the site. You can scoop up my favorite play, my best bet, 11, 2, and 2, last 15 on that play. Scoop it up or hop on something long-term. Get every single play that I release, every single sport for the duration of the package that you scoop up. We're seeing the board extremely well. Up last 30 days, up last 7, last 24. Hey, hop on with your guy, man. Let's continue to smash the books. Join my All Access Club if you're a big bettor out there. Those guys are up 40 units for the month. Man, it's insane. At $100 a game, that's $4K. At $1,000 a game, that is $40,000. If you're a big bettor out there betting hundreds to $1,000 on games, rock with me, man. Join my All Access Club. There's information in the description below. Text Jay's Full Court Press to the number in the description, and we'll set up a time to talk to figure out if the package is for you. We'll send you, the record and what we've done thus far this month, so you know what you're joining into as well. So that's what I got going on right now. Let's continue to make some money, man. Great day of sports. I can't wait to sit on this couch right here and watch it again, eat my Thanksgiving leftovers. Y'all know how it be. Hey, it's been your guy, Jay Briggs. I appreciate each and every one of you guys watching this video. Let's make some money tonight. Let's continue to kick the crap out of the books. I'm out of here. Peace.